All right, in example 7, here we've got upper limits and upper limit and lower limit of integration. So we're going to do our u substitution, and then we're going to fill in our numbers. So I'm going to choose 2x plus 1 to be my u. Du would be 2 dx. So then this is going to be square root of u dx, and that means I need to get rid of or isolate dx here. It's going to be 1/2 du. And then I'm going to bring the 1/2 in front, change that to a 1/2 du. And so then I add 1 to the exponent, and that's going to be 3/2, which means you then divide by 3/2 or multiply by the reciprocal. I'm not going to put a plus c since we've got numbers to plug in, but before you plug in 0 and 4, you've got to plug your u back in. These 2's reduce, so I have 1/3 2x plus 1 when I fill my u back in to the 3/2, and then we're going to evaluate it from 0 to 4. So then we're going to plug in 4, which is going to be 2 times 8, or 2 times 4, which is 8 plus 1. And then 2 times 0 plus 1. And so we have 1/3 times 27, and 1/3 times 1, and that'd be 9 minus 1/3, which is going to give you 26/3. Okay, example 8, we've got the integration from 1 to 2 of dx over 3 minus 5x squared. So I'm going to let u be 3 minus 5x, and then du is going to be negative 5 dx. And so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the u, and then I need to get rid of dx. So if I solve for dx here, that would be negative 1/5 du. Let's go ahead and fill in that. Okay, and then just simplify. I'm going to bring the negative 1/5 in front. I'm going to go ahead and write this as u to the negative 2. And so when we do the integration, that would be u to the negative first if you add 1. And so then you divide by negative 1, or in this case, you could multiply by negative 1. And then we're going to fill in our u. That negative is going to cancel the 1/5. So I'm going to fill in my u, which was 3 minus 5x. And then we're going to evaluate it from 1 to 2. So I've got 1/5 times 1 over 3 minus 10 if you fill in 2, minus 1/5 times 1 over 3 minus 5 if you plug in 1. And so you end up getting negative 1 over 35 plus 1/10, which ends up being 1/14 if you add them and reduce.